Hey there, I'm Ornella Hernandez with Web3 TV, and today I'm at the GameExpo Summit in Dubai, and joining me is Bibi, a content creator. How are you today?
Good to see you, Ornella, and thank you, Web3 TV, for this. It's lovely being here.
Yeah, it's so good to meet you. I wanted to learn a little bit more about what you're doing here today and about yourself and your business.
So I'm a content creator in this region. I've been creating content for over 8 years now, specifically gaming content, and it's been so fun. Like, it's really fun, getting into the gaming side of things, and I'm really happy to be at an event that really highlights on the esports and the gaming in general.
Okay, so you said that you were you are a game streamer. So tell us a little bit more about like the day in the life. Like, what's the process like?
So streaming is mainly how I started with the whole content thing. So I used to go on Twitch, log in and stream for like 15 hours a day. It's insane. But then obviously as I grew up, I started having responsibilities, a job to go to. So
Can't play games all day.
It's true. I mean, you can, but you gotta, balance your life. So I started doing more short-term content. Now I do a lot of YouTube videos, Instagram Reels, and TikToks and stuff like that. Still related to gaming and things that are surrounding by gaming, but it's really good.
Okay, you mentioned that you were on Twitch, but not anymore?
So I stream from time to time whenever I get as much time as I can. So like we have the Eid holidays coming up, so I'm probably going to be streaming a bit there. But yeah, just for time restraints, I'm mainly doing short-term content that I can record and then edit as I get free.
Gotcha. Okay, so what's the appeal of watching other people play games for hours on end?
So funny enough, as a child, I used to always wonder the same thing. I was like always questioning my brother, who used to watch PewDiePie at that time. I'm like, why do you watch people when you can just play the game yourself, right? And then as I got into streaming, I realized it's a whole different aspect. You're building a community. It's like, they say, why would you play or watch soccer when you can just, play the game? But then it's a whole different experience. You get to actually accompany yourself and with your friends. You get to see other people doing it. It's like the whole community going on. And, once you really build that community as a streamer, it's really fun to actually play the game, and it gives it like a whole different depth to just, being on the PC alone and playing a game.
What are some of your favorite games that you like to play?
I hate these questions because it's like, they're all good games,
Yeah. But the ones that maybe you stream the most or that has the most viewership, maybe?
So mainly I'm streaming and playing Valorant these days. I've reached Platinum 2, I'm so really excited about that. And one of my favorite games, let's say, of all time would be Life is Strange.
I don't know that one.
So it's a game where we basically kind of control the time, and you can go back in time once you learn things. So it's like I talk to you, but then I talk to someone else, and I learn that kind of information. I go back and go talk to you again with
time travel.
Something like that. Yeah, it's a really good game. You should try it.
Okay, I will.
And they have like different versions of it, so every version is like even more fun, and all the mechanics going on and stuff.
Okay. That makes me think a little bit about, I don't know if you know this one, it's called Quantum Break.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that one's one of my favorite games where you can kind of choose your path.
Those games are really fun, and obviously big shout out to the developers who do these things, because every ending is different and there's always a different outcome. So it's just the whole storyline, and developing these kind of games really takes a lot of effort. On the good side as well, just so you know, I have over 3,000 games on Steam, and I'm really proud of that. So I'm the guy who would like try these indie small games just to support the companies as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Did you develop any of them or no? You just play them?
So again, funny thing, I actually graduated as a game developer. And I've never worked as a game developer, which is insane. So I've been working in studios for some time in my life, but I didn't develop any game. I've done one for high school and for university, but not an actual deployment game. But it was fun. I'm working as a talent manager now, so I manage regional talents here. So I'm a talent myself, but then I also manage the talents, and that's also fun as well. Because you get to build campaigns, you get to enjoy how those campaigns are running, and then you have both aspects. So you have the talent aspect, and you have the business kind of side of things.
And so you're based in the GCC region then, or
mainly Dubai, but we function across MENA, so it's pretty cool.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, and so maybe tell me a little bit more, just in a broader sense, about the gaming community here in MENA and how Web3 gaming has maybe taken off.
So I'm very proud to say that in the past 5 years, gaming has been kind of rapidly growing in this region, which is really cool. So we're seeing a lot of events and campaigns and a lot of initiatives coming from specifically UAE and Saudi and the surrounding countries. It's really good to see that the community is really growing for the games. And moving to Web3, a lot of studios this year have been getting to the pay to earn kind of aspect. I've actually worked on a smaller project called Ancots, and I've been a part of the company that was working on it, and it was like basically, you develop your little characters, and then as you play the game you earn money, similar to like Axie Infinity, something.
PC game?
It was supposed to be, but then it ended up being on a mobile, and I've been seeing a lot of studios running the pay-to-earn games, and they're getting a lot into the metaverse, and this is really something that I'm really excited to see. I don't think the technology and the mentality for the companies is ready there yet, or like in the standard that we expected to see, but I'm sure in the next 3 years, 4 years, we'll see a lot of companies really growing in that sense.
What do you think has to happen to maybe accelerate that change and that change of mindset?
Funding, for sure. So
Money helps.
So we need a lot of companies to kind of get into the mentality that, nowadays modern marketing is not going to work. Having banners on the streets is important, but it's not as effective as it used to be. Nowadays, people are all going into the digital side. Having communities online has become way more effective than actually meeting people in real life. I know it's not the best thing to say, but this is the reality, and we have to kind of live through it. So once brands start understanding this, it's very important to really know that, okay, if I put certain budget into this marketing strategy, it would be more effective than doing this. And getting into the games, having a banner in a game right now really gets the impressions that you need as a company or as a brand, and it really does influence the audience and the customers to eventually get your product or get more related to your services.
Yeah, definitely. So wait, are you part of the tournament later tomorrow, or?
So I'm gonna be doing some fun activities on stage as a talent for this. I'm actually one of the ambassadors as well for the Dubai Esports and Gaming Festival. So it's pretty cool to be here, and a big shout out to Dubai Tourism for hosting this.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time today.
It's honestly a pleasure. And again, guys, make sure you watch Web3 TV. Really excited, and yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you as well.